Hey everyone, welcome to Jake's Adventure Garage. Today we have the TiPro, as you can see behind me, and we also have a new set of Proline BFG crawlers on it. As you can see there, they are of the Predator compound with the blue dot. These are the 2.2s that just came out. So let's see what these tires are capable of. A little bit about the TiPro. I bought it, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 months ago at this point. These tires are doing pretty good. And needed a little bit of a love and attention, which I have given it. It came with the four-wheel steer axles. I installed the VFD twin in it. Sometimes it just takes a little bump. Anyway, I installed the VFD twin in it with the Colorado Adventure Club dual dig unit, where it adds dig to the front or locks the front up, so you have rear dig only, or essentially your rear turns only. And let me tell you, four-wheel steer is hard. Dual dig is even harder. That was beautiful. It has a set of rock lights under it. Has a set of the Vanquish Incision light pods in the grill, some Tank 2.2 wheels, a couple of Reefs Raw 500 servos, which I will probably change out at some point for something stronger, but they work for the time being. Servo in front is obviously gold for the weight, brass, gold, same thing. And then you can see the little headlights in the grill, they're very bright. I don't know that we're gonna make that. There's normally a rock there. People like to come around and mess things up. Quick reverse. I don't think we're going to make that without bumping it. Nope. Alternate line. See if we can hit this crack. Beautiful. Beautiful. So far these tires are pretty good. Let's talk a little bit how they feel. They feel like traditional Predator compound, which is good. They're not anything new or mystery. They also have quite a bit thicker feeling carcasses or sidewalls, which is a good thing as well. We want them to be able to withstand a little more weight. And this 8.5 pound truck here seems to be doing pretty good. Some lizards. What we're really looking for is excessive spinning or traction. Really more excessive spinning than anything. See if we can hit this little spot here. No, I don't think so. Oh no! Oh, we broke the hood. Oh well. Life goes on, huh? Let me just crawl this little V from one side to the other. That'd be fun, huh? We're trying to go. There we go. No. Anyway, the guy I got it from used a Mike Johnson livery. As you can see the lights. Things are bright. See if we can descent without losing it. And then go straight into this one. Get a little cage action in there. That front axle is just absolutely clobbered in there. Kind of surprised that rear axle's doing anything there. Tough. Alright, we're in there good. We'll bypass it. Some of you may notice we have a fan on this rig, and the reason that we have a fan on it is because it kept dying randomly. Another nice little V-notch here. Kept dying randomly. Wow. Ooh. The servo's not strong enough to keep it from wadding up. There it is. Made it. Let's take a look. Alright, so what happened here is these are not vented because I didn't know how they were going to perform. I didn't really want to vent them because I knew they were going on this heavy truck, and we ruined a link doing that. So that pinch right there is because it's not vented. We did, however, successfully make that climb, which was pretty impressive to say the least. For those of you that are wondering why I'm crawling at this ungodly hour, it's actually like 5 o'clock right now. It's just really dark. No! Well, probably broke the bumper again, or front. That might be the one right there. Whew. Oh wow. I'm turning left, full left on the front. It just went. Definitely needs some stronger servos. That was impressive. So this would be a good test here to see if it grabs and goes. As I dump it twice. This would be really good comparison to something real life. It's where you would use dig. Unfortunately, I wanted to use the tire there, so it just didn't want to grab. Let's see if the tires grab here without having to use dig. Oh, we're skidded down. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Rip. Oh, we've ruined the front and the rear link rod ends. Rip. Gonna have to get some metal ones. Question is, who do we buy the metal ones from? Some of these rocks have spray paint on them from people vandalizing them, so it's ultra slick, and I don't think any tire is going to grab on it. Some of them do not, though. This is not a really good area for buggies, but it's about the best thing I got for today. So we're gonna make a quick video. It's a pretty fun little rock here. It's a interesting one, to say the least. Anyway, I have this fan on here, as you can see right here, because everything is inside of here. I have the 40 amp Rhino. I have two Becks, one for the front servo, one for the rear servo. I have a light controller and a bunch of other stuff. And when I was out in Colorado, was the last time I drove this truck, and it kept turning off, like it kept dying. So I just hadn't taken the time to diagnose it. I immediately assumed, which I probably shouldn't have done, that it was a cooling problem and the ESC was overheating from nothing, basically, because there's nothing it's running except for the receiver and the light switch. The lights are direct powered, so it doesn't actually power the lights, it just powers the relay for them. So I threw that fan on there. Well, come to find out, the on-off switch is right here. It was up under here, it just kept getting pressed. So moved the on-off switch, problem solved. That was impressive right there. Huge win for the tires. We're driving there. We're going to attribute that to. Your tires want to grab. If we go any further over, we're just simply going to come back to where we just went up. Slid too far. No. I don't think we're going to get that line today, boys. Oof. Alright, let's move on. One of the last little obstacles in this spot is pretty fun. It's this one right here. That's what we're looking to mitigate, is that tire slip there. I know it's about line selection, but it's also about tires working. Uh-oh. Looks like we have a tire that's debeating. We've beat our hood up quite a bit, broken it many places. And we also have a tire that's falling off the bead. I think wheels don't like to, I don't know if they're the same C-clamps. I don't know if they're the same clamp ring that come with them, but they don't like to keep tires on the bead for some reason. I'll have to figure that out and fix it. Boom, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Quick run with the BFG Krawlers. Now again, they definitely feel Predator. They're pretty soft. They're not, these are not vented. I didn't want to vent them, as I said before, because I don't know if I'm gonna like them vented or not. So they actually do really well the way they are. This front insert is very, very soft. It's actually impressively soft. And then the rear one is a little stiffer to handle the weight. As you can see, we're debeating off of that one. That's about the only one it looks like. So that's a win. I don't know that I see a ton of wear on the tires. Maybe a little bit of scrub, not much. This is the first run on them, so they are fresh. Of course, I ran around at the house a little bit before, but nothing to make them scrub like that. Oh, they're scrubbing really well. These probably won't last very long. So that's literally like not even a full pack through it, and they're already getting scrubbed in. These rocks are sandstone rocks, but they're not very abrasive because of how many people traverse them on a daily basis. So that's definitely impressive that they're scrubbing in that soon. It's also probably not a good thing. That means that you'll go through tires very quickly if you use Predator compound. But if you can afford to do it, do it. Outside of that, I think that they'd be really good on something a little bit lighter, maybe 6 pounds or so. 6.5 pounds. I doubt they wear as fast. This is an ultra heavy truck. It's probably one of the heaviest trucks that I have. So overall, I think they perform really well. Like I said, the carcass is a little bit thicker on these 2.2s than the 1.9s, which make them better in my mind than cut and shuts because they have the thicker carcass. Huge shout out to Proline for bringing these out, by the way. I hope that you're making 6 scale version because we definitely need those as well. So not an official review, just kind of a fun run today to get out and see what the tires can do. I think that they're going to do well. There are obviously already proven tires, and the fact that they're just a little bit beefier than the 1.9s is very good. They're not too beefy to be negative to where they're too thick and too stiff. I think they're just right. Really appreciate it if you make it. I really appreciate everyone who made it this far. Huge shout out to the JAG Club members, and as always, we hope you have a great day.